Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Streampunks Monday Night Stream, our first play session of Pando! Exclamation point. I am your game master, Pando Keeper. I kind of want to maybe appropriate that term that I made up. I'm your Pando Keeper, Aliza Pearl. And last time we met within the context of Pando, we did a session 0. This is a brand new setting, and we're using the Gumshoe system of rules for investigative purposes. And I've been just putting it together, and I needed more time. So thank you all for giving us another week. Now we're going to jump in and dive in. We have our characters. I'm excited for you to meet them all. But before we do that, I want to throw it to the players for quick announcements. Anyone?
Only slow announcements.
I can do my heavy one first, as always.
Go for it.
I come to you from my beautiful, beautiful city of Minneapolis that I love with all of my heart, and my beautiful state. And I am here to implore you to not believe news outlets that ICE has left, because they have not. We have had multiple abductions every day since they announced the drawdown. And the more people are aware of that, the safer my neighbors are. So I just ask that you do some research and listen to people who are actually on the ground here and not news outlets. And that is my really big thing. And the follow-up is that even if ICE had left, hundreds of my neighbors are still not here. They took people to Texas and other places that we don't know about. They one of the people we had been trying to find for a while, we found out later he was born in Hennepin County, where my city is, and they took him to Texas. Like, they don't care. They have never cared about whether or not people are actually born here, and not that it matters. They shouldn't take them anyways. But they are taking legal citizens or not. And I fear, more for my neighbors who maybe don't have documentation and are maybe in a worse spot there. So today, my way that you can help Minneapolis is by supporting the Minnesota Immigrant Law Center, or I think it's actually Immigrant Law Center of Minnesota. If you go to ilcm.org/donate, they've got a spot there where you can help out. They are doing some really good work in trying to keep my neighbors here or bring them home if they have been forcibly removed. That's my little soapbox for now. Keep talking about Minneapolis and Minnesota. They're mostly just moving to the suburbs at this point, where there are less eyes, and trying to do what they've been doing, but quieter, and changing out their plates and doing things in plain clothes. So it's still really scary and really heavy here. And thank you to everybody for donating to my neighborhood in particular, or just talking about us in general. I appreciate it a lot. And hopefully, as the weather gets warmer, we can melt some more ice. So thank you all. Keep talking about Minnesota.
To add something to that, is even when they do remove people from Minnesota, they're not removing people from ICE. They're moving people to other states and other counties and other areas throughout the United States, and harassing more and more people. There is no answer other than abolishment, just flat out. So understand those uncles, those aunts, those people that think, training needs to happen, is not the answer. The only answer is to completely defund and remove ICE. There's no answer with the current setup that exists, period.
And it is a novel organization. This is in our lifetime. This is not something that we never were able to function without. Abolition is an entirely mainline, non-radical policy thing that should happen.
I don't know. I think anyone that agrees with abolishing ICE is pretty radical, but that's just the California in me.
Oh my God. You're lucky you did that for a good cause.
Look at me. You do not understand how much Ninja Turtles I've been watching recently, all right? Do not understand how ingrained Cowabunga and time is just there, okay? So let's maybe give a dad a break, all right?
Give a dad a break.
Anyways, fuck ICE.
Yeah. Fuck ICE.
Any other announcements?
Go. I just have channel announcements, so.
Okay, yeah, I'll be quick. I do TTRPG things. On Wednesdays, 3 p.m. Eastern over on Table Story. You can find me in Department of Unsolved Mysteries or Dumb. It's very, very fun. We have like a guest usually every other week. We recently just announced I'm going to be in a 3-shot also on Table Story on Saturday, starting on the 28th. For the next 3 weeks after that, in a campaign, a mini series called Song of Heroes. I can't tell you too much about the character I'm playing, but I'm very excited for everyone to meet them. That's going to be happening at, I believe, 3 p.m. Eastern as well. I'm also going to be starting a new campaign on Mondays, right before this one, at 4 p.m. Eastern over on Table Story as well, in a D&D campaign called Legends of Oscara. And that's everything. Yes.
So did you figure out how to clone yourself, or did someone come to you with the cloning technology?
If I were to tell you, I would have to kill you.
Oh, okay.
I think that answers the question. I mean,
yeah.
you know.
I could be clone him first.
I mean, at this point, I'm not opposed to that, but
Yeah, but then you can pee-pee. Okay, I'll do mine real quick, and then we can wrap the channel. Does that work?
yes.
So, when I'm not streaming with the streampunks, I'm streaming on my channel, twitch.tv/delevely, DELEVELY, and it turns out I have been doing that for an amount of time. Resubscriptions have alerted me to the fact that I have been doing it for 6. So the thing is, I'm having a celebration as a streaming milestone, raising money for charity this weekend at my usual 9 a.m. Saturday time. My usual streaming times are going to go along. We're gonna do something, and we'll see if maybe in raising money for charity, we'll do something nice. So please join me on my channel this weekend for that. It would be really rad to do some good. Thank you.
Fantastical.
Nice.
Great. I think that was everyone.
Just the channel stuff.
Yes, go. Oh, right, go for it.
Okay, so last and the least, channel stuff. Okay, first of all, if you haven't been watching, every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. we have been airing Blackness and Dragons. It is their 7th season, but do not worry, you do not need to watch any of the previous 6 seasons, so do not feel like you are lost. Blackness and Dragons has been a project that I have been unbelievably lucky to be a part of. And they are probably the funniest and most entertaining D&D group I have personally watched, like actual D&D, because they go about it in a completely different way than any traditional group of people that have been playing D&D. This is an all Black cast that is using Black culture as a basis behind everything in the world. And last episode, they fought a clan dragon. That's right, it was a dragon that wore a white little hood. And I'm gonna spoil it. Eventually they fight something called a culture vulture, which
I need to stop for that right now.
So please, like, even if you don't have the ability to watch right away, it is going up on YouTube. So watch it there. If you have the ability to even if you can just click on Twitch and have it somewhere on a alt tab, whatever, just to help. I want more people to see this group. This group like deserves significantly more eyes than what they've been getting. And like, it's just, I want more people to see them because they are so fucking great and so funny. So please, anything you can to share and tell people about the show and all of that fun stuff. And then right after that show, once it finishes air, it's only 7 episodes. We're doing a Starfinder First Edition show where I'm in it, where I play a charismatic. That's me, charismatic. I'm playing against type. I know. That can see in the future, and it's a really fun game. And we recorded it, and I edited it, put music, put visual stuff in the backgrounds. There's sound effects. It took forever to render, so be prepared for that. And that's a lot of fun. So Yeah, and then I'm GMing a show after Pando's done. So stick around for Monday nights for that. It's called Bloomtide, and it's a Wild Sea game. So I'm very excited. And you all are to blame for their ship. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, channel announcements done.
Okay. I have questions. All right. And with that, happy Black History Month. That's my announcement. With that, we will dive into the world of Pando. The sun is setting through the tall, crispy, vibrating aspen trees. And by vibrating, I mean quaking, which is the name of these trees, the quaking aspen tree. They're called that because the shape of the leaves kind of quivers in the wind, gives it the look as if it's shaking, vibrating. It is alive, after all. And by it, I mean all of it. It's all one big, alive thing. When people describe Pando, it boggles the mind because Pando is so large. In this world, it is one of the largest living organisms. And it sleeps, it lives, it twists, it turns, and connects itself to itself underground, unseen. The beauty above ground is just the tip of the iceberg. What happens underneath is really where life begins for Pando. You all probably have heard of Pando in your respective vocations. An arborist, a wildlife expert, a soil scientist, and a paranormal researcher. You all would be familiar with what Pando is. It is a tree, one massive tree with a forest of stems, 47,000 stems. It is something absolutely real and yet boggles the mind as if it weren't, as if it were supernatural in and of itself. So, having maybe in the back of your mind, maybe recently, maybe years ago, having heard of Pando, when you all get the call, you're like, Pando? Wow. You're all invited to come to Fish Lake National Forest in Utah. You have been summoned by, it's kind of a shadowy, you're not sure who the invite came from. You know that it came from the U.S. Forest Service because you're kind of, you all have worked as consultants for the U.S. national parks. You have come in and done work. Actually, I'll let you describe maybe some of the work that you've done for them in the past. So it wasn't entirely strange to get invited to a national forest, but this invitation felt different. It felt as if there was an urgency and also a quiet undertone of secrecy, and you can't quite pinpoint what it is about it. But you go, you arrive. Let's go see Pando. It's beautiful. Oh, it's fall too. Come on. Free trip to Pando to do some consulting for the government, for the Park Service. Sign me up. And so you all arrive at Pando. I'm going to have you all meet in the park, the main cabin that houses their offices, where they conduct all of the business of running the park. This is just outside of Pando. We do have a map. We'll share with our Patreon subscribers. I mean, it's a regular map right now, but it will become not regular as we play this game. And also, you can just look up a map of Pando right now because that's what this is. Anyway, The cabin, though, if you look at your maps, the green section that's on the eastern edge of Pando, the cabin is between the middle blue, what's it called? Trapezoidal section that just juts out of the green section. It's between that and the lake. And so I will mark that eventually. So that's where you all meet. On one side of the cabin, you see this beautiful lake, and on the other side of the lake, there's more hills and gorgeous scenery. And then opposite side of the cabin, you look out, and as the sun sets behind the trees of Pando, you see it in all its massiveness, stretching from the southwest to the northeast. Almost as far as you can see in this direction is Pando. Okay, you all are on the outside deck of this cabin looking out towards Pando, and you all have arrived within, actually, let's say that you all kind of like maybe drove over in shuttles from the airport, and you all now have arrived in your shuttles. You're all meeting for the first time. Actually, I don't think any of you have a backstory together. Maybe you do. We will find out. Who would like to tell us first who you are playing? I can call on someone.
Heath Kingsley here. Light brown hair, not put together at all. Very similar to my hair, but lighter. He's about 5'11", thinner build than myself, and he's very excited. Anytime he gets an opportunity to head out into the forestry and get his hands dirty in real science, that excites him. So he's got like a pep in his step as he is arriving and is a part of everything.
Fantastic. What is he wearing? Can you give us an idea?
Oh yeah, so he is wearing a white button-down t-shirt and a black trench coat and black slacks, and brown dress shoes.
Okay.
And his socks do not match, but they are like, one is argyle and the other one is like polka dots.
Nice. Love.
But like the colors are similar. Like the polka dots are like, it's like a dark blue with like red dots, and the argyle is like a dark blue with red lines. So like they kind of sort of match, but like they don't match, color wise maybe, but not. They weren't meant to be together.
Ooh, that sounds kind of deep.
No. He usually just gets dressed in the dark and just tries to find the colors together.
All right. Thank you for that.
Yep.
Who, actually, I'll have Heath. You, on this deck, who do you see?
Oh, I see Tori.
Yes. That makes sense, because I think Tori's trying not to be seen, and we all know the most effective way to be seen is to try to not to be seen, particularly if it's single target. I know Jake, are you cool saying it? At minimum, I know of your work, or we might know of each other's work.
I think we have ran in similar communities, and maybe have even like talked to each other and realized, oh
wow, you're a flavor.
Yeah. Yeah. We can establish what our opinions are about each other, but I think we have definitely know each other, or know of each other enough to know whether or not we want to talk to each other or not.
So I'm trying to not be seen while reading a manual about the 4 different varieties of Fish Lake National Park shrew. The Miriam Shrew, the Dusky Shrew, the Northern
Mhm.
Water Shrew, and the Vagrant Shrew.
Great. What?
Um,
Yeah, tell us more. What do we see? And yeah, any other
yeah.
things we would notice at this point?
Tori has has their sunblock reapplied. Like, my understanding is that something that can be detected with biological chemosensors. They've got like their technical, they're like waterproof jacket. They've got like their hiking boots. They've got the hair like high ponytailed. The kind of over prepared of like, half the time I am out here, but I'm just uncomfortable enough that I'm going to over prepare about it. Every time, maybe a little.
So yeah, seems at home outside, but also like
because of extensive preparation.
Right. Great. Yeah. So that's Tori. Tori, who do you see on this deck?
Oh, shoot. Names.
Well,
Help.
you can, yeah. I mean,
I'm
you're all
agency
meeting.
member.
Yeah, Drac, who do I see?
I think you see, I think trudging through the tree line towards the cabins, I think you see bright colors first. You see someone in bright green Wellington boots, a deep purple set of overalls, a bright yellow, like wide brim, like sun hats, kind of like the kind of trail veil that goes over the neck to kind of protect the neck from the sun. Behind them, dragged behind them are like 2 suitcases. Each of them like neon pink and then a neon green that are dragging behind them with a backpack rucksack kind of hanging off their shoulder as well. And they're trying to reach for the backpack and pull something out and start spraying it around them, as you see them spraying bug spray, as that you probably notice them swatting at bugs biting and chomping at them as they're mumbling under their breath. You see really large really large rimmed glasses, fully fogged up, smudged like with sweat. They're dripping with sweat. They are so warm in this outfit, but they've covered every inch of themselves as much as possible. I think they're constantly rubbing their eye. I don't know if anyone else experiences this. I sweat very easily. So whenever I put like sunscreen and I sweat, the sunscreen gets in my fucking eye. So you start like kind of pausing, setting the suitcases down for a bit to rub and like get the sunscreen out of the eye, dragging the suitcases again. You see agency Mecca. They are about maybe 6 foot, very gangly. Despite the kind of like oversized clothing they wear, you can tell that they're very slender in build. They have deep brown eyes, very mouse-ish face, and entirely under their hats, entirely bald. And they are struggling, making their way through the wildlife. This is too much for them. They're a city boy. This is a lot. They're usually behind the desk talking about stuff like Pando, not going to Pando itself, as they drag the suitcases onto the front deck of this cabin. Oh, yeah. I thought the shuttle was going to drop me off closer.
If you'll allow, behind you with a third suitcase that clearly does not
Yes.
belong to her, is Abigail, who Aliza, we had kind of talked about it last time when we did our session 0, but if it's okay with you, I think Abigail works at the Pando Reserve.
Yeah.
I think Pando is like her area of specialty. And so behind our wonderfully unprepared agent, you see, I would say she's pretty tall. I don't know, maybe like not quite 6 feet, but like getting there, like kind of spindly, like long limbed, long hair. medium brown, kind of messy. She's got like a big headband on, and she's wearing like sort of like a park uh, uh, employee top. So like the kind of like gr- uh, gray brown button down with the logo on it, sleeves rolled up to the elbow. It's got like a collared shirt, but then her instead of pants, she's got like a long, like ankle length, multicolor patchwork skirt on. And the colors aren't bright, but they're all like earthy tones and stuff. She's got like fun jewelry on, and she's wearing like heavy duty hiking boots underneath that. Um, and she's carrying your last suitcase. And I think when you pull the bug spray out, you kind of like spray it around and then you go like for your backpack. She like grabs it out of your hand and is like reading the ingredients while you're like digging in your backpack. And then she decides it's okay and stuffs it in there while you've got your hand in there. And you get like stuck for a second. And you say that you thought the shuttle would be closer. And she's kind of like, well, come on. The hike was nice, right? Fresh air. Pretty good. Huh? Pretty good.
They just immediately just collapse onto the deck.
Your other suitcase from her comes gets it next to you.
So is the office nearby or
Cabin. We're hanging out at the cabin.
And you see the two others who maybe are chatting.
Oh
standing up
no,
on the deck. No,
Heath
or
and
not.
Heath and Tori are probably conveniently have their backs towards each other.
Mm.
And you know,
Mm.
like, oh, those are pretty trees over there, talking to themselves.
It's
Oh,
it's
it's
the
like all-
nature equivalent of when two people are actively on their phones in order to not interact.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
Yeah.
birds. Mhm.
You say something about look at those trees over there and like chiming in. Abigail's like, it's just the one. Were you not briefed?
Oh,
Do we need to do an explainer? I'd love to do an explainer.
oh,
I would love an explainer.
okay,
I'm
sure.
out. I'm going inside. It's too hot. The sun is really intense.
I have a feeling this cabin does not have like climate control on the inside.
Also, the sun is setting, so you
It's
all.
not intense at all. It's just intense with Asian America.
At this point, as the two of you are kind of climbing up onto the deck, front door opens. There are lights inside, but the door was locked before this. If I'm going to say maybe one of you had tried it, but the door was locked. The door opens now, and out comes a average height, brown-skinned woman with wavy, dark, silky hair that seems naturally curled, falls past her shoulders. She is also wearing, similar to Abigail, the gray and brownish button-down Parks logo collared shirt. Her sleeves are rolled down though, and she's wearing some dark brown khaki pants. She has like a ranger hat on, also like a khaki grayish brown color, and she has bright hazel eyes. And she opens the door and says, "Hey, looks like you're all here. I'm so glad to welcome you to Pando. My name is Elsie. I'm the ranger here, the warden ranger. Just got promoted. It's pretty exciting.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Thanks. I was totally fishing for congratulations. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I go
Let's throw
get
another
past?
party.
Yeah,
Is
she
there
moves to the side
aircon
and
in
maybe as
there?
you push past, and you see this inside this cabin, fully wooden inside and outside, very nicely appointed but humble. It is the type of cabin that is absolutely set up to be an office. You see towards the left side, you see kind of like a merch, like a clear, like thick plastic case that has all this like merch, like patches, maybe some Pando booklets and things like that, keychains, things like that. To the front, like the back wall of this, going like lengthwise, lots of windows, and you see separate areas that have desks, different, computers that look like they maybe are a little bit outdated. They could maybe use some newer computers here. There's 3 workstations here. And then to the right, there's a restroom. And further back, past the restroom, there is a kitchen area. And Elsie says, yes, please come on in. The restroom is over here to your left. You can leave your bags there. I'll show you where you all will be staying. And I have someone who's supposed to be coming to help debrief you all on this mission. But yeah, make yourselves at home. Can I make you any tea, coffee, water?
Oh, I would love some tea. Chamomile would be great.
Sure. I think we have that. And she goes over to the kitchen area. Oh, anyone else?
Black coffee would be great.
Black coffee.
I'll grab some water and I'll go in the direction to help with carrying drinks, whatever.
Okay.
So
pulls up like her own water canister. It's like, okay.
Always prepared. I see you. Good to see you. Glad you could join.
I'm so happy.
He turns and says, "Agent, is that correct? I heard you say agent."
Yeah. Agent Emeka.
And what agency are you from?
Well, if you've been brought on, I'm assuming you know the division, the Ecos division.
I mean, I've definitely read the creepypastas when I was in high school about them. Yeah, I have. But I was just curious if you had a real agency that you were a part of.
No, it's a real agency, the Extra Dimensional Containment and Observation Service. The creepypasta is to make it like you just assumed it was fake, hide in plain sight sort of thing.
Sure. I thought we were actually here for a real problem. Why are we bringing fake agents with us? I'm very confused of what's happening.
The door opens, and the 2 of you having this conversation nearest to it see a tall, sturdy woman in a black pantsuit, the blue silk shirt, bluish grayish shimmery shirt. Also brown skin, darker brown skin with kind of like a angular bob cut. Gorgeous, like drop dead. She opens the door and says, I can answer that for you. You all here? And she walks right past you into the kitchen. Elsie? And Elsie says, oh, hi, you're here. Hi. Oh, great. Okay, they're all here. Do you want something to drink? And you hear them chatting in the kitchen.
Wait, what are they? So they go in where we're helping with drinks?
Mm-hmm.
Or okay.
Yeah. They start chatting kind of about the just, oh, where would you like to meet, to sit down? Maybe in the office area. That might be more comfortable for everyone. You can bring your drinks over. Is that all right? Yeah, that's fine. That's great. We actually have a little lounge area over there. Here we go. And she kind of loads you all up with drinks and head back over to the lounge area. Did anyone need to use the restroom before we start?
I would love to. I think I need to change out of this shirt. I've sweat straight through it.
Oh my God. Yeah. Once the sun sets, it gets kind of chilly. So
yeah, I got several shirts to change into, and I'll grab one of my suitcases and drag it over. You just hear the wheels along the wooden floorboards. I drag them over to the restroom.
Great.
Heath just takes his coat off, folds it, and puts it over the back of, I assume, a wooden chair. This is how I'm imagining it.
Yeah, for sure.
And then sits down and pulls the coffee towards himself. And that is some great coffee. It's got the sun. We got the fresh air, coffee. This is great. I'm loving all of this.
I love Pando, and this is the best job in the world. So yeah, I feel you. And she kind of sets you all up there's this lounge area past the merch table. So when you come in the front door of the cabin, the far left corner on, in the wall closest to you, same wall as the door. So it's kind of like behind the merch table. So that's where she sets you all up. There's a big, beautiful, thick wooden, obviously handmade coffee table in the middle of this like rounded section, dark green, very worn leather couch. And you all sit there with Elsie and this mysterious woman in a black suit who, by the way, is wearing pristine pumps that are not as pristine maybe anymore, have some dirt and leaves under them. But she looks quite comfortable sitting here with you all, almost leaning onto the couch. So, first of all, do any of you have any idea why you've been invited here?
I'm assuming since I do wildlife stuff, there's probably some life, and it's wild.
Yes, potentially. That's what we need you all to find out for us, actually. We have... actually, Elsie, this is where you should probably pop off. And Elsie says, yes, of course. Right. This is not my jurisdiction, so I will leave you all to it. And I'll just be right outside. And Elsie goes to the door, locks it behind her. And the woman continues. First of all, to introduce myself. My name is Philomena Nicholson. You may have gathered from the accent, I'm not from around these parts. I work with your government, and, well, they told me I should be discreet, and I told them, we are looking for the truth, and I want to lead with truth in this mission. So, I've assembled a task force of you all, some of the most highly skilled people in your vocations, to help find out what the fuck is happening in this park. People have been going missing. Animals have been dying mysteriously with strange wounds and other strange things that I'm not even sure how to describe. My organization, called the Ordo Veritartis, we usually deal with people who want to thin a veil between our worlds and another. Have I lost any of you yet?
Oh, I'm following.
Heath actually is now more attentive.
Huh?
Okay, that's a reaction I was looking out for as well. Good. I want you to be curious. I want you to ask questions. But yes, my organization is a secret organization. I know how it sounds, but it's true. Worldwide, we stop people from thinning this veil to let in monsters, for lack of a better word. The problem is we were brought in here, we did our investigation, and this is unlike anything we've ever dealt with. This is not the dark, monstrous world that we usually deal with. We don't know how to move forward. We need a new approach, and that's what you all are here for. There may be danger. I want you to look out for each other. You all have skills. Well, not sure about that one. She looks at you and your bright yellow sun hat and purple overalls. But you do have some skills. And so I want you to use those skills. Go out there into Pando. I can tell you some sites where things have happened, and the most recent thing that has happened, which was a deer was found horrendously gashed, but it's what we found inside the gashes that makes no sense. Any questions at this point?
I assume there's photos, some sort of evidence has been collected so far, or a place in which we can examine?
No photos. You'll have to go and look for yourself. We've closed down the park. No visitors are allowed until we figure out what this is and whether it needs to be contained. And also whether it's dangerous. I'm pretty sure it's dangerous. We don't want whatever this is going around doing what it's doing. So you shouldn't have to worry about hikers coming upon you all as you do your work. But Elsie and her rangers are also going to be guarding the park.
Sounds good to me. Seems like a typical deal where we find out what's going on and contain it, I'm assuming.
Yes. We'd love to find out any science that you can pick up on this. If there's any explanation you have, whether it grounded in science or supernatural or both. We'd love to create a profile of what this is we're dealing with. So if you can help us identify it, assess the danger, and contain as needed. That's the goal. We have the park rangers at your disposal. They're called the Pando Keepers, I think. You can call upon them as you need. If you need equipment dropped to where you are, we're equipping you. And she starts passing out these GPS, like sat phones and GPS things. Like she pushes some equipment across the table to you all, packs, these like beautiful canvas zip-up packs. Feel free to reach out to the Pando Keepers. They know the park like the back of their hands. They love the park like Elsie. I'm sure she showed you how much she loves Pando. They can help you with anything you need in terms of on the ground, being on the ground and doing your work and existing in this park. We have you for 3 days. I know that's not a lot of time. But let's see if we can do this in 3 days.
Yeah. I'm sure we can.
Seems decent enough to me.
I'm in.
While we've been getting this briefing, Abigail is in the back, kind of at her own table, and has drawn 3 cards, one for each of her new allies. And I did want to read out for Jake the one that I drew for Heath. It's just weird. Just if you have been ill, you will recover soon. And I just thought that was a little crazy. As Jake was a little under the weather, and that was the one that I drew for you. And for anybody who does tarot things, I did have to look up some of my cards, and I will be interpreting them as I desire. But Heath got the upright 4 of swords. Our beautiful agent, Emika, had the reversed 4 of pentacles. So I thought that was interesting. You both got 4s. And then Tori got upright death. But I mean, it's not about dying. It's just
the bad thing would be if it were the tower. No, I am transformation.
So how Abigail is thinking about these is Heath will recover something somehow. Our agent will be short on resources, but we'll find a way. And Tori will have a transformation. There will be an end to some sort of situation, and they will transform. And so that is what Pando through the cards has told Abigail.
Do you put them out on the table? Like everyone can see them?
People could see them if they were looking over, but she just kind of like flips them and like looks at them and kind of like mulls it over and like looks at her people while she's listening. And then she puts them all back, and then she's just kind of shuffling her deck like a fidget.
Great.
Are you a card reader?
Sometimes, yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm realizing that you all may not know each other. So, and she goes around and basically has all of your files in her head. So she points to you all, and I'm going to read it off of your sheets because I don't have it all in my head. So starting with you, Caitlin, Abigail, she says, a tarot reader, arborist, and I believe camp counselor, correct?
Mhm.
Keep that
I
Pando?
manage some of the camps here at Pando. Yeah, I've been off for a little while, and I can only do Firewatch for a bit. But yeah, I usually run the family-oriented stuff here. It's pretty cool.
Yes. So we have our local who knows the park quite well, I believe, right? And also has a special connection to Pando and a way of speaking to Pando through the cards, potentially. And then we have you, Tori, wildlife expert, and also wildlife expert.
It's all wild, it's all life.
Yes. Cryptozoologist. Very important skill set for this mission, I believe.
Actually, very. I didn't want to say because I was in a dreadful state, but I am a big fan of your research. We at Eco have looked through a lot of your papers and research. It's helped a lot of us with our own research as well.
Look, anything to get these two separate taxonomies that consider what people are calling cryptids outside of the natural, I am happy to elucidate. And if that's been edifying for you, so much better.
What they're trying to say is they don't believe in anything that you do, and that it's all a bunch of hooey.
I don't think that's what they were saying.
Well, it's rude to say out loud.
It has been very useful for the containment and the research of the extra dimensional creatures we've been investigating.
I'm not saying what you said was incorrect. I was just helping you translate Tori.
I see.
So I'm
Yes.
curious, Agent. In that file, is it FBI, CIA? What's the actual agency?
ECOS, extra dimensional containment and observation services. My specific department is the research and phenomena studies division. So I'm mostly behind the desk. The man in the chair, I suppose, is probably the best way to put it.
Yes, and as part of Project Greenhouse, you are transferred here. You're all known to us because we needed some specific paranormal research study. We figured you could help us put the profile together especially well.
I would be happy to. I've done a lot of reconstruction of our organization that's been very helpful, and I think I can bring that skill set to here.
Yes. Maybe to answer your question, Heath, it is I'm not sure. Maybe Elsie would know what if it's a subdivision of a subdivision of a subdivision of the Park Service, perhaps, or I'm not sure. FBI, probably FBI.
No, FBI more really consults us most of the time.
It may be that lots of different resource streams from different departments are put into creating and maintaining this.
Yes, that's probably the best way to put it.
He just kind of squints and just looks at you with just kind of disbelief, because like his understanding of Eco is very much like containment and research and stuff like that, which being in the United States doesn't believe that a government program could do something like just simply trying to understand and contain, and that he definitely believes that there is some ulterior motive, and so that's why he's having such difficulty believing in Eco's existence. He's like, you're studying these cryptids to try and create a super weapon. Like, I know this is
I will say, I think, especially after the mention of FBI, he will say, we don't work. We're entirely independent of the government. The government has their own thing going on that often is trying to compete with Ecos, but we don't work for any government. They sometimes reach out to us for help. That's for sure.
But,
so
you're an NGO.
In my history, all I've learned is you just got to follow the money, and
speaking of which, this introduces us to our resident soil scientist and ufologist, Heath, who has lots of questions about the government.
I understand.
Soil scientist and what now?
Yes. If you think about, I like to think about it, Heath. When I looked at your profile, I thought, oh, the heavens and the earth. It's kind of perfect.
Well, no matter where in the world that you go to, you're gonna need something to stand on, and soil tells you a lot about who's been there, what's been there, how long it was there.
The real dirt.
So yeah,
Heath was essential to doing some consulting on a potential Bigfoot in Timbuktu.
well, you say potential, but I think we definitely saw him. I mean,
They're very hard to catch, but
it's just the underground tunnels are just impossible to map out. Anyway, so that's a different story. We're not here for that, you know.
well, that's all of you.
Yes, I actually was going to ask. Elsie made a funny joke. I was wondering where the office would be, where I'll be set up.
Oh, well, you all will be in Pando. You'll have to be in the field to do the work. To gather data. There's no data for you to work in an office on, so
No
you'll
problem.
be gathering the data. Is that going to be a problem?
I mean, I wasn't prepared.
She looks outside. She says, were those your suitcases?
Yeah. I packed light, and I thought I was going to be indoors.
You have a tent
for
in
the rest
there.
of it. No, I thought I'd be in an office. I'm going to need the tent.
Yes, don't worry. We have equipment for you, but I'm just wondering what all is in there. It's fine.
Okay.
We have camping equipment for all of you. As I said, the Pando Keepers are there. Actually, speaking of the Pando Keepers, they're waiting for you at your first campsite for tonight. So I can push you off in that direction. You can get to know Pando or revisit Pando for one of you and get you off to get a good night's sleep and maybe do some investigating.
Oh, I'm just gonna go to the restroom again real quick. I don't head up to the restroom.
Is he okay?
I'm thinking no.
With as much as he's sweating, I can't imagine that he's got to go to the bathroom again, man.
I mean, it's been 50 degrees and colder. I'm not sure how he'll do with the sun out.
We'll take the med kit just in case.
The canopy will keep us pretty cool. I think it'll be okay.
It might just be a breeze thing, you know. Sometimes you just need airflow. I don't know.
I don't know that he's used to airflow.
Good point.
Yeah, I mean, he did ask for aircon, so I mean, I don't know. We'll have to. This is going to be a fun weekend with a field with an agent that hasn't been out on the field.
Well, I'm sure a bunch of your campers haven't been out in the field, right? You've gotten some city kids or something.
Oh yeah, it's always fun to introduce people to like the magic of the wilderness or whatever. We're gonna have a good time.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. We've got work to do and stuff, but like we'll get to experience like getting used to nature. It'll be fine. It'll be okay.
I think you'll be great to introduce him to.
It's my favorite
Really
thing.
give him the whole experience.
I love to let people meet Pando. It'll be great. We'll have fun.
Agent Emeka steps out of the restroom again, and you see they have like a respirator mask on over their mouth and nose. Their backpack like now over 2 shoulders. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Agent, I feel like I have to ask this. It's none of my business, but do you have allergies? I feel like this is an important thing to know before we're about to go out into nature.
Yes, I do. I'm deathly allergic to bee stings. Not great with peanuts. Nothing deadly with peanuts, but it does like irritate me. I have really bad hay fever, but I got my meds for that. My skin is very sensitive to the sun, so I try to cover up as much as I can. And I think that's about it.
Abigail is thinking about that inverted four of pentacles and getting worried about what Pando has in store for this poor desk agent, this poor desk jockey. Ugh.
All right. You wouldn't happen to have a giant inflatable bubble that we could take you out of this room with, right?
I was going to bring a hazmat suits, but my manager said that'd be overkill, so I didn't bring that.
I feel the respirator might do a good job of at least helping with breathing and pollen.
So I brought it.
Good.
Just think, if anything happens, you can communicate with HR immediately and probably get a nice payout. So I guess it's time to head out.
Which campsite are we guys walking at? Which campsite do we get to hang out at? I haven't been here in a bit. It's like
they established a new campsite for you.
Oh, that's exciting. We're gonna have so much fun. We're gonna have a good time. And it's like putting her cards back in her pocket and putting her back over her shoulder.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Grabbing the tent and then strapping it to my backpack so that it's all just one system. You do the belt thing on the
one of those like layered backpacks.
Proper you do this enough that you have to, and also you have to run away from animals enough that you travel.
I grab my 2 suitcases. I turn to Abigail. Do you mind getting the third one again?
You couldn't consolidate.
No, I packed all of these to the brim. There is really
wheels
no
are
space.
really gonna struggle on the terrain, man. I'm just telling you.
I can bring these 2 and I can just head back again, I guess, and get the other one. I really can't leave any of these.
Okay, question. Do you have electronics in these that need to be plugged in? Because we can automatically axe those. There's not going to be an outlet out there, bud.
There's no office.
No.
I'm gonna need some of the equipment in here.
Well, I want to remind you, she has walked to the door and she's knocked on it for Elsie to open it, and you can hear Elsie unlocking the door, but she turns towards you and says, I can remind you now also that you have the disposal of the Pando Keepers and we have a budget for this, so if you need to
don't encourage him. The wheels.
Perfect. Can we get one of the Pando Keepers to carry
You're gonna ruin the suitcase. It's gonna drag through the Pando.
We can have a Pando Keeper just hold it up. They can carry it, right? The Pando Keepers that'd be very helpful.
Well, that is a use of park rangers that you could do.
That'd be great. How do I contact them?
Okay.
Elsie, do you mind?
So pausing, I'm stepping out of character now because it's a great moment to talk about our Ox crew point.
Oh,
yes. So, Ox crew, you all are the Pando Keepers in this game. So you all are forest rangers who work in this park and who are going to be called upon to bring a generator or a net or whatever it is that they might need on site while they're investigating and doing their work. So the way this will work is that players, you all have your Ox crew points, which I'm going to start calling Pando Keeper points.
Yep.
So your PK points, Pando Keeper points, and you'll be able to spend them. Hold on. I wrote down, really? I don't have that one document open. Really? I have that one open twice. Cool. Okay. Give me 1 second while I get our Pando Gumshoe guide doc open. And then here we go. Okay. So. Wait, sorry. It's in my notes. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is what it looks like when you're.
So good.
This is like a pre-play testing a setting in a system.
So
Yeah,
while
that's not-
while
oh, I did write it down.
while everyone is having this conversation, Heath is literally kicking his shoes off, and like rolling up his sleeves, taking his pants off and switching over into shorts, like right in the room, like not leaving.
Just full theater kid.
Just yeah, full theater kid getting dressed, swapping out his dress shoes for hiking boots. Like he's just like, what? Have you never changed in front of someone before? Like,
God, without people around, you could go to the restroom at least.
I just thought I was going to get to see you tramp through nature, and that's it.
oh, come on, Tori, you should know me better than that. I only wear suits to engagements that you continue to not show up at.
Well, so you'll excuse me for not having known your suit practices.
Yeah, I'll forgive you this one time, but you still owe me. Agent-
Agent Omeka just turns to Abigail. Awkward. Eesh.
And Abigail slowly pulls out the cards in sight of you and just flips the top one up.
For those listening, Abigail's reaction was maybe not good.
No,
That's
no,
not
no.
right.
This is fascinating because the card I just pulled is the same one. I've been shuffling the deck the entire time. Inverted 4 of swords, which is what I pulled for Heath, which I described as you will recover. So,
So previously upright, now reversed.
no, yeah. So,
Because I took notes on all your previous.
nice.
yes, no, exactly. Reverse now. So, whether you have to fight to achieve something or if your fight is against something non-physical, it will take time for this to be resolved.
Yeah, you're not going to resolve me right away.
Whoa.
Whoa. So it will take time to resolve. And like Abigail makes like a whoa face at at you, even though you have no idea what you're looking at. She does not explain. She goes, ooh. And then flips the car back into the
Agent, I know this is going to be your first time out, but I'm gonna just I feel like I should just rip the Band-Aid off now. There's going to be a lot of things that you're going to have to do out in the forest that you're probably not used to doing in front of people. Changing is the least of them.
I understand. And when those hurdles come, I'll be fine because I'm prepared for them. If we can get a Pando Keeper to help me with the suitcase.
By now, the front door has opened. Elfie's standing there with it open. And you all walk out onto the deck having this conversation. And Elsie says, oh, that might be my cue. She looks at Philomena. Philomena nods. And she says, okay, so I talked to Philomena and I talked to the Parks Department and the people above me. And we agreed that the Pando Keepers can be sent to you where you need them. You can send a GPS ping, tell us what you need, and they will bring it to you within reason. If we can do it, we'll bring it. And now stepping back out of character. So the way this works is this system has things called special benefits. We have not talked at all about mechanics together. So this is kind of the first mechanic that we're bringing into this game. Special benefits have a couple of different ways that they work depending on what you're trying to do. So I will skip to the part that is relevant here, which is the Pando Keeper points, the use of Pando Keeper points. You all have investigative abilities, which are basically a points pool that you all basically spend from your ratings in different investigative abilities. That's how those work. There is a special benefit for that. I think I was going to make it possible to use Pando Keeper points in both, but until I clear that up in my brain, for now, you can definitely use Pando Keeper points for general abilities. And so here's 2 ways you can do that. When you are using your general abilities, which are things like fleeing, I saw as one, fighting, your medic ability, anything that's about like existing in the world and doing things in the world. And the idea is like, if you have points in drive, then it's not just about driving a car. Anyone can drive a car without a rating. If you have a rating in drive, then you can drive. You're like a really good driver. You can get into a car chase and things like that, flip a car or stuff, depending on how high your rating is. So for your general abilities that you have ratings in and that you're going to be doing things with. So say, for instance, you all have a rating in survival, a point in survival. If you want to build a shelter that has like some type of amazing alarm system, you can roll for that. And if you fail on your roll to make this alarm system for your shelter with your survival general ability, you can spend a Pando Keeper point to auto succeed after that failed roll. That will bring the Pando Keeper to you. You can say, oh crap, we don't have what we need. That's why we failed the roll. We need bells on strings or whatever it is, laser pointers. And you can have the Pando Keeper by spending a Pando Keeper point. That's after a failed roll though. And then the other way to spend a Pando Keeper in this sense using general abilities is that you can add one true thing to the scene. In a similar way, I'd love to keep it grounded to like something you could like realistically have here. So this can also be a Pando Keeper bringing you a thing. Or we can say the way these branches are dried out means it hasn't rained. You know, like if you want to make a trait basically for the scene, kind of like with STA.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I would like to immediately use the pen.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I would like.
I should
Oh,
find
go ahead.
out. I actually don't have this info. Maybe Sam, or I can get it from Eric. How many do we have?
Oh yeah, Eric would have the most up to date, I'm afraid.
All right, I will get it from Eric, but I will make a note. So you'd like to spend a Pando Keeper point on
On having a Pando Keeper carry my third suitcase for me.
Okay.
This poor Pando Keeper. How are we letting this? How can't? At least we tried for some personal growth. An attempt was made.
An attempt was made. I tried to explain. I tried from the Pando perspective of disturbing Pando. I tried from the, your wheels perspective, but nope. Yeah, no. Trying to be reasonable. There's not going to be an outlet, but no. All I'll stick them with. I tried.
It's fine. I have a solar powered portable charger, so I can just pick that outside for a little bit, have that charge, and use that to charge all of my utilities. It's fine. I'm prepared for this.
What's the Pando Keeper?
So Elsie, you see her mutter into a walkie-talkie, and she talks so fast that you can't even understand her. But she says, "All right, I will have one of the Pando Keepers who set up your campsite. We'll stay there, and they'll be your suitcase person. And for now, and she looks at Philomena. Do you mind if one of your guys does it?" And Philomena looks over, and you see this you've never seen a car like this. The make doesn't even make sense. It's like a Bentley meets a Land Rover, and standing at the front, the two front corners of it are tall men in black with wire pieces in their ears. And she nods at one of them and wags her finger towards him to come, and he does. So he's going to be your suitcase carrier going
Thank you.
the camp, and then you will have a Pando Keeper there, who we will find out the name once I get the names from Eric. See, that's how we do it. We delay, That's how you
use our
do it.
resources. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. See, that was very easy. I'll turn to Abigail. See,
I wouldn't
should
call
get
that
going.
easy. That was a lot of steps, but if you insist, and we'll be walking out the door shuffling her cards.
All right. Okay, so you all now have someone to help with bags and the way forward into Pando. The night is fully set now. The sun is gone. The final rays of sun have left the sky while you all were debriefing and discussing and getting to know one another. So it's dark. It's quiet. You hear the birds in the tree singular. That's going to be fun to keep track of.
Well, this is my curiosity. I know Pando is a single tree, but are there no other trees in that
fantastic question.
area? Is it
There
only
are.
Pando tree?
That's a fantastic question, and there are other trees in the area that sprout up among Pando. So
Okay.
yeah, and bushes. Yeah, I think the density is a thing that changes throughout the park. So some areas are very dense with Pando, and not as many other life forms. Plant life. And then other areas might have like several trees and bushes that are not Pando. So yeah, great question.
Once we get to the campsite, I look at Abigail and go, is this area, are we able to set up a campfire in this area, or are we strictly stuck to flashlights?
Is this a long trek? Like, is it going to take us a long time to get there, or are we there relatively quickly?
So
Me asking if the GM had more narration between now and then.
Well, here's what I have for you. So from the cabin's location, which is between the Fish Lake and the eastern edge of Pando, you're about an hour and 15 minutes hike into that green section, the rectangular green section.
So we should say
more north.
We should say 2.5 hours for the agent, right?
I think it's probably gonna be
with
with breaks and
with
stuff.
all
Yeah.
your stuff with you. Yes, 2-ish would be probably generous. Yeah, and it's nighttime. You might not go as fast because it's dark. So yeah, about a 2-hour hike. Did that answer your question? What was your question?
Oh, I was just asking if you had more narration between then and now. It's so that if you had something happening in the middle, we didn't just skip it. We didn't hop, skip, and jump it. Because Jake was asking about being at the campsite. Are we allowed to set fire in here? Campfire?
Oh, yeah, it is a campsite that's set up for you, and there will be a fire pit ready to go, if not already lit for you. And then we can skip ahead, but I do want to narrate just one thing, which is that as you all start your trek away from Fish Lake and you approach Pando, the aspen trees, tall and slender, shooting up, and the golden leaves starting to take over the green. By the way, Abigail, you know this about Pando. Pando being a forest of itself, each stem is genetically identical, but is expressed differently environmentally. And yet, when Pando turns yellow in the fall, Pando turns yellow all together at the same time. And you recognize, Abigail, about 20% of the leaves are starting to turn that yellow, and each tree has the same amount to a T. It's strange and eerie and gorgeous. Pando is like phenomenal, and Pando is a mystery. And now here you all are here to protect and contain whatever this is that is threatening potentially Pando, potentially all other forms of life on this earth. You all cross into the tree line, and you hear the quaking aspen quake gently. The trees, the leaves almost shimmering sonically in the gentle breeze. You are in Pando now. Would you all like to skip ahead to the campsite? You can. No problem.
Just let me know if there's anything that I hear, because we heard the birds, or anything I see en route that tells me something unexpected about the ecosystem. Like, there are going to be the birds that I expect, and those kind of noises, and I might see a squirrel. But is there anything unexpected?
Let's have our first investigation of the game.
Okay.
Woo! It's not even a roll, funny enough. Yeah. So here we go. So as we said before, the investigative abilities are how you actually I didn't say this part before. The investigative abilities are you all's skills in how you fulfill this mission, how you do your investigation and find clues based on your expertise, respectively. These are different from general abilities, and thus they have a different way that they operate in the mechanics. So the way they work is you don't have to roll. When the idea behind Gumshoe system, the Gumshoe TTRPG system, is that you all are investigators and you're good at what you do, so you don't really need to roll for that part. It's more about knowing when to look, and you're gonna if you just like you did, Sam. Tori is like, what's something interesting or different about this place? You asking that and looking around, you're going to see something. You're going to find it. You're not going to fail this. What we can do on top of that is if you'd like to, and I'll let you know when this is applicable and when maybe it's like not worth it, but you can spend points from your investigative abilities and use that point pool to get special benefits, back to special benefits. In this case, one way you can use a special benefit and spend points here is you can spend 1 or 2 of your investigative abilities rating points to boost an investigation and get more out of this clue that you get by calling upon Pando for its insight. And that can be however your character maybe gets a clue. It can be very grounded and like doesn't have to be kind of, like the tarot
But only
cards.
so grounded because it might be in the trees.
Yeah. And literally, it might just be like, oh, these you see a detail in the leaves, but it will be from Pando itself, whether like the more woo-woo Pando or the more scientific grounded biology Pando. All right. But again, I will tell you when it's worth, because I don't want you spending your points if it's not going to be worth it,
Right, because it isn't a refresh. You spend and it's goodbye point.
Yeah,
Goodbye
that's
forever.
a good thing to mention right now. Yeah. So we're doing a case here, which will be 3 sessions.
Mhm.
And throughout these sessions, you'll be able to spend your investigative abilities, but they do not refresh.
So smoke them if thou hast them, but
Yes.
thou only hast 23.
Yes.
So one may smoke, I suppose, by this logic 23 times. But in a non-metaphorical and exclusively non-metaphorical manner, Streampunks LLC, our corporation is bullshit, does not endorse smoking.
Right. So, okay. So I will tell you, as much as a GM, I'm like, it would be really cool to have a cool extra special thing to spend points on here, but there's not. I don't want you to spend points here yet because it's a great question, and let's just get you your answer. So you look around the forest and tell me what you're looking or listening for again. What specifically or generally?
Yeah, I've been in these kinds of places, and what Tori took away from the brief is something is in this area that's ecologically disruptive. Hence, animals showing up wounded. That's, just on the surface level, there are things here. There is some kind of disruption. And so I'm listening and looking as we move to see if everything's normal, kind of taking my baseline, and if there's something that maybe is particularly consistent with the kinds of ecological disruption that would result in these animals obtaining these injuries. Particularly interesting, of course.
Great. All right. Okay, so I'm looking for just some baseline info. Here we go. Wildlife monitoring in Pando is pretty extensive. There are wildlife cams throughout the park. This is information that you probably would have already gotten, like maybe I actually didn't mention this, but there is a dossier that's just kind of general information on Pando. So looking around, you see tracks that are consistent with mule deer and elk. These are, the hoofed animals that live in Pando and in Fish Lake National Forest. You see, I'm going to say actually, one of you even smells. Oh no, that was taste, wasn't it? I forgot which sense. Someone here has this ability with taste, analytical taste. But yeah, you see baseline, you see what is consistent with the information you got about Pando. So the wildlife that feed on the young sproutlings of Pando that are kind of endangering Pando, which we'll learn more about throughout this case. There's smaller, let's see, marmots, badgers, birds of prey. You don't see evidence of all of them right now, but you probably do see some birds kind of flitting between the trees. And Tori, while you're watching a bird go from tree stem to tree stem, you see something very strange. It looks like a leaf, and it's attached to Pando by a leaf stem, just like all the other leaves attached to this Pando tree stem, but it is, from where you can see in the moonlight the moon is rising, it looks like it's kind of a translucent hot pink color. And instead of the typical aspen leaf shape, it is maybe octagonal, 6 or 8 sides. It's hard to tell from where you're seeing. And this is about 30 feet, 30 feet up on one of the tree stems. Just one strange leaf, it looks like. Very much out of place.
Hey, counselor.
Yes.
This point.
Well, that's new.
Okay, it wasn't just me. It is weird. All right.
No, it's pretty weird.
It's not like one of the, sometimes you have the insects and. No.
That would be cool, but I don't think we have any that are pink here. Like squinting really hard at it. I don't, obviously this is weird and I don't recognize it, but can we get close to it, or is it like 30 feet up?
Yeah, you would have to climb the tree to get close to it.
Okay, so is Pando climbable? Because when I look at Pando, any individual shoot seems a little fragile. So
Yeah.
does this?
Even the trees that are like 80 plus years old, they're not very thick. They don't look climbable. And also, I imagine the Pando keepers dissuade people from climbing them because Pando it's not like, how can you say this massive thing is fragile? But it kind of is, So yeah, but here's the thing. This is a game, and this is your character in the world that they're in. If you want to try, you certainly can try.
I don't even think there's anything to grab onto. These shoots they don't even keep canopy or arms until the canopy.
Does any of you have a climbing ability?
Okay, but I took some athletics. That's running, jumping, climbing trees. I'm happy to give you a cheerleader boost if that'll be.
We can try it.
Let's try to if I can get you up enough.
I'm imagining Elsie is with you. She's probably trailing behind and just making sure y'all are going the right way. So she you all have paused, and now she catches up with you, along with the man in black with the suitcases.
And I think Agent Emeka is behind the man in black. He's lagging behind. Are we there yet?
You all, we look up with you.
Yeah.
What are you all seeing?
That.
Well.
Oh.
Right.
Weird, right?
Weird.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Is that weird?
Okay.
It is.
It's weird. I checked. It's
Okay.
weird. She said it's weird.
I'm gonna sit down.
Why?
Is
I
this
think-
something you all want to grab for research? It is weird.
Yeah,
I
probably,
mean, I
right?
won't know until we have.
Yeah.
Okay, how do we get it? Oh, well, we can make something. We can put something together to reach it.
True.
Unless someone is an amazing aspen climber.
How high up was it?
It's about 30 feet high.
Mm. I go, no, but do we have to collect it, or do we just need a closer eye on it? And then like I take my backpack off and I start scrummaging through, and I'm like, but binoculars?
Good place to start.
It's whatever you all need for your investigation.
Getting eyes on it would always help.
Thanks.
I hand it over to you, Tori. Try not to break it, all right?
That long extended glare.
That's what the caption said. Yeah.
Okay.
Did he take my
Affronted.
Did you open a backpack with a popcorn in it, or that was meant to be a snack for tomorrow?
Who are you talking to?
He's
Anyone?
eating popcorn right now. Did he take my popcorn, my packet of popcorn? That was meant to be a snack for tomorrow.
I think the man in black with your suitcases has like walked past the group and then stopped, trying to like get ahead of you all because he's gonna move slower with those big bags. And so he stops and he is stoic, doesn't say much. He looks kind of like Boris Kojo, if you all know who that is.
I don't.
Wait,
Surprise, surprise.
Yes, actually.
Bald Black American German guy actor who's super hot, handsome.
Oh yeah, I do know. Who he
Yeah.
is.
And he has, funny enough, it's nighttime, but he's still wearing the black sunglasses and the earpiece wire. Very much man in black, and the suit, full suit. And he hears you say that, and he kind of looks around your bags, unzips one, pulls out your popcorn, brings it over to you.
Thank you. I'm running low on calories. You know, need to keep those up. And I'll sit down. I'll just sit on the floor and also eat my popcorn and just watch the others do their thing.
And he looks up at the tree too now, with you all.
Yep. So what am I getting through?
Okay. Yeah. So let's make this an investigation using what? What would you like to use here?
What was that?
This is for Tori surveillance, maybe?
Hey,
Or
Tori, Sam, you're muted.
oh wait, sorry, I'm looking at oh Sam's muted.
Sam's
Sorry.
muted, yeah.
Still muted. Sorry, I was probably talking over you too.
No, it's all good. I have surveillance.
Surveillance, that's a general ability. Hunting, outdoor
Surveilling, so.
I would actually say maybe under your investigative abilities, maybe like science. I think it's
Science. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm spending down a science point. No, I'll only have 6
Devastating.
science left.
Wait, is it science or is it science?
It's
Science.
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 Naturally. I don't think I have another pronunciation personally. Not emotionally, for sure. Yeah. No, I mean, everything but reassurance is kind of built to be applicable to this kind of check. And the reassurance is for once I find the thing.
this. I will make this worth your while to use your investigative ability rather than surveillance. If you can choose, it is up to you.
Then I will spend an investigation ability. I will still have 22 left.
All right. Okay. So this is now another mechanic thing. Core clues. Core clues are the core clue of a scene. Once you investigate, you will get a core clue. This is a core clue you're about to get.
Oh.
So Tori, you look up in the darkness, you manage to find this little pink leaf among the slowly yellow turning, greenish turning yellow aspen leaves. And it's actually kind of easy to find. Even with the moonlight, it's dim through the binoculars, but you're able to find this pink leaf because once you get it magnified in your view, it shimmers. And it shimmers in a pattern. It seems to like be rippling outward through this octagonal pattern towards the edge. And then once the ripple reaches the edge, it starts to dissipate. This leaf is disappearing in front of your eyes.
Anyone have a fishing rod?
Can I say I have one in my suitcase? How would that work? Can I use preparedness?
Oh, yes. Okay. I was going to make you spend a Pando Keeper point, but preparedness would do it. Yeah. You know what? Yes. Let's roll on this to see how long your fishing rod is.
Yeah. What do I roll?
Yeah. What do you roll? I don't know. Just kidding. No worries.
Preparedness.
Probably.
Yeah. So your preparedness rating is 7. The die rolls we have in this game are we roll a 6-sided die. And this, this is a test. Oh, okay. It's coming back to my brain now. The test, wait, this is preparedness and this is a general ability. So yes, we're going to do a test. There's no active resistance, so this is not a contest, just a regular test. So here's the thing. You actually can spend a Pando Keeper point to say that, to make a true thing to the scene. You can say that you have a really long fishing rod and it's like just long enough to maybe like get the line high enough to like whoop, and grab the leaf, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
I
down for
figure,
that. If everyone's down
past
for that.
the line, we can try to yoink with the
You
hook.
can do that.
Everyone's called me using another Pando Keeper point.
Do it.
I think as you asked this, Tori, if anyone has a fishing rod, Agent America goes, "Oh, I have it in the, I think it's in the pink one, and they'll open up their pink neon pink suitcase, kind of rummage through it. You see a bunch of clothing, like different pairs of shoes. None of them suitable for being outdoors. They very clearly thought they were going to be in the office place. You see like some tech that you've never seen before. Way too many like mobile or like laptop like devices and iPads and tablets, and underneath all of that they pull out this kind of like small fishing rod that they kind of telescope outwards and hand it over. I think this should be good. The line definitely is long enough to reach it, but you probably need like pretty decent aim, I guess, to reach up there.
All right. Anyone of you want to give this a shot?
I had the idea. I don't know that I'm the best equipped to cast it.
Yeah, I had the pickpocketing, whatever the pickpocketing skills called, but I don't think that's going to help in this case.
That's a different kind of fishing expedition, I think.
It is.
Yes.
Let's see.
I do not have anything that will help me here. I took everything that's not outdoorsy. And fishing is very
Fish are often outdoors, although
Yeah.
Aquaria a notable exception.
yeah.
I did take the camping investigative
Oh,
skill.
hey. All
Is
right.
fishing involved in camping? Probably.
I mean, that was kind of why I
that's
even asked.
I would say that's even survival. Fishing would be under survival.
That makes sense.
Camping, yeah, that would be more like pitching a tent
Fishing or
and
hunting, yeah.
starting Fishing or hunting, yeah.
Fishing or hunting or working for the park services.
Is that under camping or?
That's camping, yeah.
Oh, well then yes, absolutely.
This is so such a stretch. So this is one of my investigative skills. Does that mean I have to spend one of the
Yes.
points to do this?
Yes.
Okay.
And
I
to
have 3
make
of
it
them.
okay.
Being a
Well,
camper.
Be
it's
really
up-
careful. This is custom made, specifically to be able to. I can actually like wield it. So try not to like snap it. This is only like one of the 2 I have. Here you go.
You baffle me. Okay. Okay, so remind me, points don't replenish ever, or do we replenish points at games? Like, is this just for the whole, all 3 sessions, points are what they are? Is that correct?
Investigative points, yes.
Yes.
Your
Okay.
general abilities do replenish after a rest. So it's kind of, like
Okay.
once you get some sleep or a rest, you can get health back, you can get composure. Camping, yeah, your camping is under investigative.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I mean, honestly, I would suggest not spending that now
Okay.
and using survival instead.
Okay.
TBH.
I have a little bit of survival. I got 5 in my survival.
Okay.
Yeah. Just give it a shot.
Okay. General ability, it's a test. Oh, okay. So for the simple, yeah, we actually ended up spending a PK point last time, so we didn't roll. But for a simple test, you're going to roll a one 6-sided die. I am setting a difficulty in my brain, and I'm not going to tell you what it is
Okay.
until after you roll.
Okay.
You are going to decide how committed are you to succeeding in this task? Meaning, are you willing to spend points to give you an extra boost on top of your die roll? Your rating plus your die roll is going to be your result, and then any other points you want to spend to add to that. So I'm setting the difficulty in my brain.
Okay, so my rating already goes into the die roll. Like, or do I have to choose how many of those points go into
I'm
this
sorry.
roll?
Yes, you're right. I said it wrong.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Totally right.
So
The
okay,
rating
sorry.
is like
Okay.
how many points you can put in potentially. But yeah,
Okay.
you can choose.
And
My bad.
these refresh after a sleep. So
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And it's dark.
And it is getting dark, so maybe I'll save 1 just in case, and I'll be willing to drop 4 of my 5 survival into this roll.
Okay. So wait, sorry. Can you say that again before you roll? Oh, it's okay if you already rolled.
It's okay. 4. I said 4 of my 5 survival. I'm willing to drop into this roll, and I just
Okay.
rolled a 6, so that's 10.
6 plus 4 is 10. Okay. The difficulty in my head, I kid you not, was 10.
Yes, amazing.
Yes. All right.
Yes. Yeah.
So you succeed.
Yes.
Can you go ahead, give me a quick description of how you get it up there, and then I will tell you what the result is.
All right. Okay. So she kind of she'd been looking at her cards, which I'm going to tell you about the card I pulled while we were looking at the sleep earlier through the binoculars, because it kind of, I don't know why I'm not playing with tarot cards all the time. This is so much fun.
Oh my God, I love this.
No, it's so exciting. Anyway, so she puts her cards away. She had been kind of squinting at it and is like, oh yeah, okay, I can do that. And then we'll put it in there and we'll take this telescoping thing and we'll kind of do I think maybe it has to do 1 or 2 lobs, and it does a fly fishing style where she's not trying to hook the leaf entirely or anything. She's trying to just lob this big long the fishing line up and over and kind of uses the bait or the the bobber maybe or whatever to as the counterweight to wrap it around that branch, and then it's gonna try to yoink. We might take a few other leaves with us, but
yeah, I see.
You're a wrap around and a yoink. Yeah,
shaving the branch almost.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you successfully do that. The fishing line wraps around. You pull it towards you, bending the branch slightly, and you do grab some other leaves with it. When the fishing, and by the way, Tori, are you still looking up there with the binoculars?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. You all would see this from afar, but Tori, you would see magnified as the fishing line hits the stem loosens and you see the leaf start to float down, still shedding its octagonal units, whatever they may be. The leaf, with the agitation of the air as it drifts down, it's losing those octagons faster and faster. By the time it gently hits the ground, there's just a few still left. There's a little bits of leaf on the stem. The stem is intact, but the leaf itself is almost all gone. You do have a sample now, though, of this leaf.
Okay, so we have at least a few octagons.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sample. Bag it, tag it.
while you're bagging and tagging it, Heath, I am going to give you an opportunity to investigate here.
I like that. Are you gonna let me lick it?
Yeah. I'm like, maybe specifically as a soil scientist, you're wondering, there's these leaves. Who knows how many others of them are they shedding something that might have ended up in the soil?
I also would like to take photos of it. So Heath has got an old Canon AE1, so it's like an older film camera. And so like one of the first things that he does as soon as we bag it is taking photos of it, so that if it gets lost, we have it, right? Like it is on film. It's not easily erasable, right? Well, I mean, theoretically, that's a different story. So he's doing that and examining it. I what's your thoughts on using for that investigation, because it is this weird hexagonal like thing, occult studies, or I could theoretically use my exotic general ability that I spent 5 points in or 10 points in.
So you said either occult studies,
or I mean, because I imagine that we won't be able to like look at it microscope or anything like that, which we could theoretically use like surveillance or preparedness for that. But to get any sort of additional information, I mean, we could also theoretically use occult studies.
Yeah, this isn't quite.
It's not occult. This is natural. This sounds like it's something Tori would deal with. It's
not like in the realm of like it's a ghost or I don't know. There's nothing super leading to occult studies. It's just very strange. So I would say even like evidence collection.
Okay, yeah, I'm down to spend a point on evidence collection.
If you're trying to take a picture too, that's evidence collection. It really is. Okay. So you spend a point in evidence collection?
Yep.
All right. So you pull out your Canon film camera, start snapping pictures of the leaf with the bits of octagonal cells. And right, this is a film camera. You're not going to be able to check the film right away. So you notice in the viewfinder, that's not what it's called.
Viewfinder.
Okay. In the viewfinder, you notice on the ground, like behind the leaf and the stem in the background of your viewfinder, there's this glittering all over the ground.
Heath runs his finger through it.
So you stoop down. Yeah. All right. First analytical taste of the game.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you looking that?
Don't lick the sign.
That will make you sick. You can get sick from that.
It's too late.
What are you doing?
He's already done it.
Are you spending a point or are you just eating the dirt?
No. I'm spending the point.
Okay. All right. So you're using your investigative ability, analytical taste, and the literal taste bud taste is a prickly sweetness that quickly drops into a sour, bitter, angry taste. It starts really light and pleasant, like a prickly pear, kind of fruity, floral, and then it descends into something you have never tasted on this earth. It's not like gross poop. It's like anger taste. It tastes just makes you shiver all over. And then what else do you get from your analytical taste ability?
Well, let me pull that up under Analytical
Analytical
taste.
taste. Superhuman taste. You are a walking, talking chemical analysis lab, able to instantly detect the composition of nearly any object you can touch your tongue to. And then okay, so this is fun. Some individuals with analytical taste suffer from high revulsion thresholds and can only enjoy the purest, most perfect foods. This makes you kind of nauseous. This is an intense taste.
Sure.
Yeah. Although its powers grant no poison immunity. Yeah, so it makes you kind of shiver, it makes you feel nauseous. You all see all of this on his face as he's tasting this.
And that's why you don't just lick stuff you find on the ground.
So I assume that there's some things in this that I don't know what they are, but there are things that I do know what they are.
You taste soil for sure, but this soil is different. It is changed. It's not sugary. It feels like it departs from the chemical makeup of this world. It
So
just doesn't fit.
It feels outside of this world.
Yeah.
I turn to the group and I go, we should collect some soil here. There is something within here that is not natural. It's not from this area either. The normal taste in this region would normally
The normal taste?
Yes. Is that something that you do you not have taste
Weird,
in
yes.
Eco? Like what?
We don't taste soy. What are you have you tasted the soil of Pando before?
I've tasted the soil chemical. I've tasted the chemical breakdown of most areas.
Hey. Sure.
You have literal creatures that should not exist in prison cells, but me tasting the soil, that's the weird part.
All creatures should exist.
Yes. That is the weird part.
Okay. I look at the rest of the group. I'm just gonna collect some soil, but there's something here that is not natural. There's something here that, and it's not even like it's a something from the wind carried it over. This is something that doesn't exist on this planet.
Where did you find it?
And I right, it was right below where the leaf landed. Is that correct?
Yeah. So imagine as you were taking putting that leaf into this sample tube or bag or whatever it was, Tori. I think right before you put it in there, you're holding it.
Yeah.
And he takes a picture. The backdrop of that picture is the ground, and the ground is glittering. So that's what he just took a sample.
Okay, the ground of the planet.
Yeah, the earth beneath your feet.
So the thing that's not from this planet.
The glittering the glittering soil, he only saw it in the viewfinder. It looks like normal dirt all around you. He only saw that in the viewfinder of the camera.
Gets different spectra, I suppose. You know.
So it looked like he just tasted dirt, was what I'm saying to all of you. Glittering. But yeah. Okay.
I think Heath has picked up that task that I'm playing now, so my work here's done.
Okay.
And he's actively disappearing and like dissolving, kind of, or has it slowed down?
So now the leaf, and you have two. I'm actually keeping, and you all can, of course, too. I want to keep a list of your sample collections. So you have this pink leaf stem with several small octagonal cells left. I would say the octagons are like 0.5 millimeter across. And there are 8 of them. I'm going to say that another one, now that you have it like secured in a tube where it's not going to be disturbed by moving air, the deterioration slows down. And I'm going to put a little counter on this. You have 8 octagons left on the stem, and another one will disappear or disintegrate every half hour.
Okay.
And then the soil is, since you already spent points on evidence collection, this is a sample you can just you have it. You bag it and you tag it. The glittering soil, it just looks like soil. So the idea is that you all can continue to do science on these as you are in the forest, camping, whatever you need to do. But you do have a timer on these samples, or the leaf sample anyway.
So I did, before we picked up the fishing rod idea, I did pull a card, and it is the inverted 5 of swords, and I couldn't really figure out what that would have to do with this until we saw that it was falling apart, because the inverted 5 of swords has the tag, "You may go to a funeral soon." So I was like looking at it going, and then you said it was like disintegrating, and I said, "Oh, I see. Thank you, Pando, for that very direct message." So Abigail's a little worried about Pando now. That this is not like a critter that is, doing weird stuff. This was actively attached to Pando. And it is a thing that is disintegrating. So she kind of spend some time staring at that little card while everybody's bagging and tagging stuff. And is going to be on the lookout for more of this pink, this bright pink, as we make our way through.
All right.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Before, because I know I've described Emeka as having way too many luggages and bags and backpacks going on. How over the top with equipment can I be?
You have the preparedness.
Yes, I have 7 in preparedness.
You probably just spend those, right? And then you can just kind of have whatever you
I
want.
just say I have those things.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. Yeah, let me look that up real quick. Unless, do you have it open? The preparedness description.
I have it right.
I will have it in 2 seconds.
Higher. Down lower. Hold on.
There it is. Okay. Preparedness. Whoa. Sorry, my computer just did something weird. You expertly anticipate the needs of any mission by packing a kit efficiently arranged with necessary gear. Assuming you have immediate access to your kit, you can produce whatever object the team needs to overcome an obstacle. You make a simple test. If you succeed, you have the item you want. You needn't do this in advance of the adventure, but can dig into your kit bag, provided you're able to get to it as the need arrives. Yeah, great, really great ability to have in this mission. Items of obvious utility to a paranormal investigation do not require a test. Interesting. So yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah, the fishing rod, that's not like of obvious utility to paranormal investigation, so that did require this. And then you spent the PK point. These include, but are not limited to, note paper. Note paper, writing implements, laptop computer, and PDA with wireless internet.
There's
access, and then list a bunch of stuff. That's for paranormal investigations, which you are a paranormal researcher. So
yeah. Perfect.
Okay.
In that case, I think as everyone's collecting the samples, and I hear he say that this is likely not from this world, I'll turn to Heath. Okay, well, I have some equipment that I could possibly use to analyze this, but we probably should get to camp before we start really, getting into this.
Yeah, we really didn't make it far on this trek, and with the way that we're moving, it's going to be sunrise by the time we get there. So I think we gotta chop if we want any heat tonight, because we're not starting a campfire here. I'll tell you that much for free.
Okay.
I've rested, so I'm ready to go.
All right. So if there's anything, actually, we're near the end of the session, so I'm going to go ahead and move us along, if that's all right. You have your samples in tow. You have a little bit more information about a strange thing, 2 strange things in this area, in this clone forest. So you all pick up your bags again and keep moving. And in 45 minutes, you reach your campsite. You recognize it because a nice, not a roaring fire, but a nice sized fire is set up. There's even little like canvas, foldable bench chair things that they've set up around the fire for you. There's a kettle and a little wow, words are great. A stove and a kettle, and there's some food roasting over the fire. There's 3 Pando keepers here. There's tents set up for you as well. The moon shines above, the aspen quaking above as well. You all arrive here. So let me think for a second, because we're nearing the end of our session. I don't have the name of the Pando keepers. I'm so sorry. So you will find out their names, but you all, let's say this, you all get settled in for the night. You have some dinner, you chat. The Boris Kojo man in black guy is kind of hanging out, like casually leaning on a tree. He has a toothpick that he pulled out of who knows where, and he's just like,
he has the
chewing on it.
preparedness. He has the preparedness
Yeah.
ability to.
His suit pocket is,
Oh, it's only for toothpicks, though.
yeah, it's only toothpicks, unlimited toothpicks.
Oh.
And he's just kind of like watching. And is there anything you all discuss before you turn in for the night?
I mean, I wouldn't mind a campfire scene, like a real quick one, if you guys want to.
I love it.
Yeah.
So here's a question. Did Tori give the binoculars back right afterwards?
Let's say I'm carrying them. I just kind of hung on to them
Sure.
to have a nice in for the scene.
As we're sitting and relaxing by the fire, Heath goes, "You didn't break the binoculars, did you?"
You're really worried I'm about to break something. What's up with that?
It would not be the first time I've seen you break something.
Really?
I'm just saying, you are not the most gentle person.
Did I break these then?
I don't know. I hold my hand out waiting to receive them.
I didn't realize I was being distance assessed on my gentleness.
You should assume that everything is being assessed. I mean, that's how I feel anytime I'm in the same vicinity of you.
I didn't realize that I was investigating you. Are we investigating each other now?
I mean, I don't believe that he's a part of Echo, that's for sure.
You see Agent Imaka huddled up with those like plastic like heat blankets wrapped around them.
Like the silver shiny ones.
Yeah, the silver shiny ones, yeah. The respirator over their mouth. Still wearing the hats despite it being night. Looking like by the fire, staring at the flames.
I mean, is that even a thing? This Echo's NGO?
Oh, sorry. I thought you two were bickering. I was trying not to listen. Are you talking to me, or?
I mean, join, bicker. Come on. I don't want to do it alone.
I mean, I'm not. I don't want to step in on the bickering part, but it is a thing. Ecos.
Okay, the way he's saying it, you're right. I agree with you. It's not a thing.
It is a thing. And the fact you don't know about it just means we're doing our job, but it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Okay. Disregard the fact I'm about to agree with Tori here, but if you're an agency that you don't want people to know about, why are you so open about telling us about the organization?
Because you're going to be working with me dealing with the paranormal, and it would make no sense to hide the fact that we're going to be investigating the paranormal. So I want to show you and tell you that I have experience with the paranormal.
But then you're going to wipe our minds afterwards?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that answer, but I do appreciate it.
I might as well tell you the truth. You won't remember it. So
Touche.
So not a government agency.
Not
No.
our government agency, but
Nobody
maybe
knows it exists.
Other government agencies know it exists. And whenever they fuck up, which is pretty often, and it has to do with the paranormal, we usually step in to deal with it.
No, so do you pay taxes or not, is what I'm trying to figure out here.
No.
Are you just wildly tax evading as an organization? I'm trying to get the
It's only
corporate
tax
structure.
evasion when you're meant to be paying taxes, and we're not meant to be paying taxes. So
Sounds like something someone evading taxes would say. Or
Yeah.
is that what you use your little flashy thing that we're going to make them forget?
no, I will be honest. The actual inner machinations of ecos is above my pay grade.
You don't even know all the tax evasion you're doing.
No, I'm only.
So you admit it.
Wait, no, I didn't admit to tax evasion because
I just looked at
I
you.
pay my taxes.
Got him.
Yep. What? Where do you pay your taxes?
Right now in the US. That's where my current identity states I am at.
Current identity. So have you had other names other than Agent E?
Yes.
God, it's so weird you just being open and honest about this. This is the problem that's
Like
really
I said,
throwing
you're
me
gonna
off
you're
here.
not in the next 3 days. She said 3 days. You won't remember this. So why be dishonest?
Usually you want to distance yourselves away from someone unless you're that just cold-blooded, but I feel that someone that needs an inhaler is not that cold-blooded.
We're going to be working together on a potentially dangerous mission, and I think when you're working with someone, you should start off on a basis of trust and honesty. I think that's a fair thing to do.
So you're showing us trust by confessing to your crimes.
I
and
got it.
intentions.
I got
Yeah?
it. No,
Yeah.
Tori, listen, check this out.
Yeah.
Confessing to us about their previous sins so that
Mhm.
when they wipe our mind, they feel better, almost like a confessional. Like this is like,
Oh, that makes sense. I get it now.
I don't feel bad
That
about
sounds so
anything
cathartic.
I've done. It's been for the betterment of mankind.
Denial?
it's not just a river in Egypt.
It is a lovely river.
Oh,
You're
you're
muted,
muted.
by the way, Aliza.
At that moment, during this conversation, you all being investigators in different capacities, you all notice a shift in body language that's pretty pronounced because it's the man in black. This whole time he was leaning against a tree, chewing on a toothpick, just listening idly with his sunglasses on at night. And all of a sudden, he stands upright and takes off his sunglasses, looking up into the tree line. You all follow his gaze. He points and he says, "Well, that's weird." You see coming towards you through the trees, every tree with a pink leaf at 30-foot height, like a wave transforming, one leaf on each plant. And it passes over you, around you. Now every tree that you see in every direction has one pink octagonal leaf, a breeze, and those leaves disintegrate, falling, octagonal shimmering all over you, disappearing, maybe into nothing, maybe into something. And that's where we will end our session.
Whoa.
Thank you all for jumping into this first play session of 3. We will be back next week for the second play session of Pando! Exclamation point, a gumshoe adventure. That's what I'm calling it right now. And thank you so much. Was there anything else we needed to say before we sign off, Jake?
Have
Fuck
a good
ice.
night. Well, I
Yep,
mean,
fuck
I feel like
ice.
that's a standard.
Fuck ice.
I feel
Yeah. Also, take care of yourselves. There's, to me, the balance. Fuck ice. Love us.
Yeah.
All right.
Meet your neighbors. Meet your neighbors
Yeah.
and love each other.
Yeah.
That's so important.
Joy
Or
is
investigate them
Investigate
for paranormal activities, and exclusively and only ever.
joy is a form of protest. So
Yeah.
do try to stay positive and take care of yourself.
And with that, we will sign off and we'll see you next Monday. Good night.
Bye.